Earlier this year, I made a video about how money is fake, how money is a social construct with rules we made up, and that if we wanted to, we could change those rules, and how it might be better to not even have money. And it got me to wondering, what else is fake? What other immovable truths of this world are just stuff we made up? Today, we're going into some mind-bending shit. So,
let's get started.
To begin with,
Time zones are fake.
oh my god, I hate time zones. Time zones are fake. We made it up. Just look at the time zones on a map. We divided time into 24 regions based on which side of the earth is facing the sun at any one time. So you'd think it'd be these 24 nice straight lines down the maps, but no, it actually looks like this. Look at it. Sucking. What the fuck is that? With this definition of time zones, for 1 hour every day, if you were born at 11:30 PM in American Samoa, for example, and have a time twin born at the same time in Kiritimati, your twin is technically 2 days older than you. Because there's this stupid 1 hour gap, which means this time zone system, which is based on a 24-hour system, actually has 25 hours. Or does it? In fact, in some places like the eastern part of Iceland, you are actually 2 hours apart from the world. In fact, if you live on the western edge of Novaya Zemlya, you can be 3 hours apart, which means our time system, based on 24 hours, doesn't have 24 hours. It doesn't have 25 hours. We have 27 fucking hours a day. Not hours for fucking, but hours that are fucked. Because time zones are made up. In my country of Singapore, land masses to the north, south, east and west of us are 1 hour slower. Like some slug trapped in a cone of slightly faster slug. I feel like I'm going insane. This is just so stupid. We have systems of time to help us organize our days, and in our globalized world, when was the last time you had an easy time organizing a meeting with people in other countries? The only way to get rid of this insanity is to get rid of time zones. If it's 8 PM in Singapore, it's also 8 PM in America and Iraq and China and Antarctica. Everywhere is 8 PM. Everywhere is UTC 0. Only then will time on Earth make sense. And if you're worried because you won't know what time sunrise and sunset is without proper AM and PMs, my suggestion is kind of hypocritical coming from me, but go outside, touch some grass. There's this thing called the sun, and when it's rising, that's sunrise, and it's setting, that's sunset. Unless you live in the north and south, then I'm sorry. And you might ask, Fat Man, how will we know what time to go to work? Well, the answer for that is simple. Just go. Just go. Pick a time and go. And while we're at the topics of maps,
The borders of countries.
oh, this is a good one. Country borders are completely man-made. Astronauts always say that high up in space, there are no such lines in reality. All these line borders we draw on maps just disappears. The borders between Europe and Russia, America and Mexico, or
The Gaza Strip.
What the fuck? Where did that come from? I'm not talking about that. I'm not qualified. You know what? Let's just skip this one.
Maps are fake.
The map that we know, this one, is made through a process called Mercator projection, and it is wrong. Very simply, it's impossible to take a spherical world like our Earth and put it into a flat shape. So the way the Earth is projected on a map is always somewhat distorted. Maps can be projected differently, like this, or this, or this. My favorite is this, the autograph projection. It tries to keep the area of land as close to its real size as possible, but to do that, it stretches out a lot of the ocean. Hey everyone, Future Aiden here. Just wanted you to know that I'm not shilling for the map because that's a thing that I have to worry about. Anyway, while researching this part, there's some tasty drama in the cartography world. That's right. Cartography drama. How awesome. The creator of the autograph projection, Hajime Narukawa, never publicly released his equation for how to make the map, which, not cool. We nerds love our numbers. But thanks to a bunch of rogue cartographers, they've actually managed to recreate the map quite accurately to the original projection. And the projections you see me using in this video is actually by one of these rogue cartographers. His name is Justin Haruaki Kunimune. There's no way that's a real name. But good work, Kunimune-san. Excellent rogue cartography. Fight the power. Yo. The Mercator projection, however, stretches the east and west, which makes the land masses nearer to the poles look bigger than they actually are. And this has real-life consequences on the way we look at the world and understand it. For example, have you ever wondered why North and South America can't just build a road through this short distance of land? Because that little bridge is as long as the entire border of the US and Canada. When we get used to seeing certain land masses as bigger, along with having assigned arbitrary countries to them, human psychology is to assign those signs with power and importance. For example, even though Africa is larger than North America and the Middle East is roughly the same size as the United States, conflicts and problems there don't feel as large because we don't think of it as impacting a large portion of the globe, even though it does. Size does matter, sadly. Speaking of the Middle East,
Race and religion.
race, religion is a thing that just get me off here. Next. You are fake. You are made up. You might think you are real. After all, you can interact with the world. But you are not your skin, muscles, or bones. Your limbs are just tools you use. If I cut away all your limbs, you'll still live. If I hook you up to a machine that pumps blood without the heart, you'll still live. You are a brain trapped in a skull, dreaming that you are touching your tables, touching walls, dreaming that you are breathing air. Are you really connected to your body, connected to your hands? Or are you just hallucinating that you are? Hallucinating that you even have eyes, that you can even see? In fact, are you even a brain? Maybe you're just pure consciousness, floating in a void of nothingness, hallucinating, dreaming that you are alive, dreaming that you are a brain. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. The only thing that you can definitely know is real is that you are thinking. Everything else in the universe can be just you dreaming. Or I should stop eating those cookies before I film these videos. What's next?
Israel and Palestine.
Why? What? Why? I just wanted a happy, funny video to end the year on where we talk about philosophy and life and all that junk. Okay, look, what Hamas did was monstrous. However, what Israel did, and maybe even is still doing depending on when this video comes out, is also atrocious. But when you kill an Israeli or bomb a Palestinian, do they not bleed the same colored blood? Even if they don't they die the same death? Our entire world might be fake, a dream that we made up. But do you know what's real? This. Right here, you think, therefore you are, that your possibly imaginary squishy brain is firing neurons right now, letting you experience existence. Your brain, which I must remind you is small and squishy and easily exploded, is working its hypothetical butt off to let you experience a reality in existence that you might never experience again in the eternity of time. And while we might not be able to prove that other people experience that same reality, shouldn't we give them the benefit of empathy, that they are just like us, that their lives and consciousness are just as rare as ours, a fleeting dream in the time of the universe, to enjoy the days and night, the sun and stars, love and smile, to think and hope, to exist in this moment of this universe. Money and time, race and religion, countries, politics, ideologies, teams, they are all fake. We made them up. They are as real as the rules in a game of poker. We can choose not to follow them. We can play a different game. The only thing that is definitely real is that we exist, and as far as we know, that comes from us being alive. And when we die, we stop being alive. We stop existing. And whether it's just a hallucination of consciousness or not, the pain that we feel from suffering is real to us. And we should treat everyone else as the same. That should be all that matters. We can choose to try and reshape this world into a dream we can all share. Or like these wars we keep fighting, we can keep repeating this endless, never-ending, painful nightmare. Happy holidays, everybody. Let's hope 2024 is better. Fuckity bye. Your brain, which I must remind you is small and squishy and easily exploded, is working its hypothetical butt off.